For millennia, humanity had peered into the stars, pondering the existence of other intelligent life forms. While scientists like Carl Sagan and Stephen Hawking had speculated on the likelihood of extraterrestrial civilizations, no concrete evidence had ever been found. Then, one day, a breakthrough came when the world's top radio telescopes picked up a signal from the depths of space. It was faint at first, barely distinguishable from background noise, but there was something unmistakable about its structure. Unlike random cosmic noise or stellar radiation, this signal seemed deliberate, as if someone, or something, was trying to communicate. The signal originated from a star system located in a distant galaxy, far beyond the reach of any known human. Space probes. Scientists initially dismissed it as a glitch or a cosmic anomaly, but as the signal continued to repeat in a precise mathematical pattern, they began to reconsider. Over weeks, the pattern became clearer, the messages more distinct. Researchers worked around the clock, decoding the strange symbols embedded in the signal. Eventually it was confirmed. This was not a natural phenomenon, but a message from an intelligent civilization. This discovery triggered an unprecedented global reaction. The entire world, united by the possibility of first contact, held its collective breath. Questions flooded in. What did the aliens want? Were they friendly? What did their civilization look like? Most importantly, how would humanity respond to this profound moment in history? As the signal became stronger, scientists began preparing for the inevitable, the alien craft that would soon arrive to make the message known to the world. The silence of space had been broken, and the human race was no longer alone. The question that followed was no longer, is there life out there? But what now? The initial reaction to the alien signal was one of skepticism and caution. World governments, including the United States, China, Russia, and the European Union, worked quickly to establish a covert coalition. The importance of the discovery was too great to allow public panic or misinformation to cloud the process. Thus, the decision was made to keep the details of the discovery under wraps, at least until more information could be gathered. For weeks, only a small circle of the world's top scientists and leaders knew about the alien message. In secret, laboratories and high-security military facilities, experts worked tirelessly to decode the patterns and understand the nature of the transmission. The message was complex, involving advanced mathematical concepts and symbols that no human civilization had yet encountered. The alien race, it seemed, was both technologically and intellectually advanced beyond anything humanity could comprehend. During this time, several world leaders began to feel the weight of the responsibility they carried. The aliens had clearly been observing Earth for some time, and their decision to make contact had been calculated. If the message was indeed one of peace, it was vital that Earth's response be measured, thoughtful, and unified. The stakes were too high to risk miscommunication or rash actions. For the first time in history, the world's governments came together, setting aside differences for a common cause, ensuring that the arrival of the aliens would be handled with care and respect. The secrecy, however, also bred anxiety. Rumors spread on the fringes of society, and whispers of the alien discovery began to leak. People began to wonder, was the alien message truly peaceful, or were the governments of Earth hiding something darker? Would the aliens demand something in return for their technology and knowledge? Or was this the beginning of a larger, more dangerous interaction? As the date of the alien craft's arrival neared, governments began to brace for the unknown, uncertain of what might come next. After months of anticipation, the alien craft finally arrived in Earth's orbit. It was unlike anything humanity had ever seen, sleek, metallic, and enormous, yet strangely quiet. The ship was smooth and reflective, its surface gleaming like polished obsidian under the light of the sun. It was so vast that it could be seen from almost every part of the Earth. The mere presence of the craft in orbit caused a mixture of awe and fear to ripple across the globe. Despite its imposing size, the craft made no attempt to communicate or make any aggressive moves. It simply hovered in the sky, as though waiting, watching, observing. The world held its breath. News stations broadcasted live coverage of the event, and citizens watched in silence, uncertain of what would happen. Next, it was a moment of profound mystery. No one knew if the craft was a harbinger of peace or a precursor to war. In the days that followed, the world's governments began to communicate with the alien vessel, sending signals and attempting to establish contact. The vessel's silence remained, but it was clear it was not an act of hostility. Rather, it felt as though the aliens were simply giving humanity time to process and prepare. In this tense waiting period, scientists began to scrutinize the ship's structure, speculating on its capabilities. Was it a ship of war? Or was it a peaceful vessel of exploration? The fact that it had come so far, crossing light years of space, suggested a level of sophistication that far exceeded Earth's technology. There were questions that no one could yet answer. How long had the aliens been observing Earth? What did they want from humanity? And why had they chosen this moment to reveal themselves? The world waited for an answer, and every nation held its collective breath, uncertain of what the next step would be. At last, the aliens made their intentions clear. A single, unadorned message was broadcast across all forms of communication, sent simultaneously to every corner of the globe. We have observed, we have waited, we come for peace. The message was simple, yet profound. There was no demand for immediate action, no threats, just an open declaration of intent. The world was stunned. For many, the alien message was a welcome sign of peace, but for others it raised more questions than answers. What did the aliens want? Why had they been observing humanity for so long? And what kind of peace did they seek? The fact that the message was universal, broadcast to every human on Earth, suggested that the aliens wanted humanity to hear their words, not just governments or military leaders. In the wake of this revelation, there was a wave of both hope and fear. Governments began to reassess their strategies. Should they immediately extend a hand of diplomacy or wait for further developments? Should Earth's military forces remain on high alert? The message, while peaceful, left a lingering sense of uncertainty. Humanity now faced a choice: how to respond to this unprecedented event. In the days that followed, global leaders, scientists, and diplomats gathered to prepare for a response. The hope was that peace could be maintained, but the fear was that humanity might be unprepared for what the aliens truly wanted. In response to the alien message, humanity, for the first time in history, came together as a unified force. Political and ideological divisions were set aside. Countries that had long been in conflict with one another put their differences aside in the face of this extraordinary event. It was as though the arrival of the aliens had reminded the world of its shared humanity. The possibilities of what could be achieved together seemed endless. At the United Nations, representatives from every nation gathered to discuss how best to handle the alien visitors. Military leaders pledged not to take aggressive actions unless provoked, while diplomats worked to craft a response that would promote peace. The global media, too, played a critical role in fostering unity, broadcasting messages of hope and solidarity. Citizens around the world marched in the streets waving flags of peace, while scientific communities shared their findings and analyses of the alien message. This unity was also reflected in the technological and scientific sectors. Countries that had once been rivals now worked side by side to interpret alien data and understand the advanced technologies the aliens might offer. researchers began to collaborate on deciphering more complex aspects of the signal, and engineers studied the alien craft for clues about its propulsion systems and energy sources. For the first time in history, humanity was presented with an opportunity to unite for the common good, transcending national borders and conflicts. In the face of the unknown, people found common ground in their shared desire for peace and advancement. The message from the aliens had sparked a global awakening, an understanding that the future of humanity depended on cooperation, not division. As the days passed, the aliens revealed more about themselves. They offered humanity an incredible gift: access to knowledge that could revolutionize Earth's technology. In exchange for peace and cooperation, the aliens provided blueprints for clean energy, advanced medical technologies, and strategies for sustainable colonization of other planets. The implications were staggering. With the new energy technology, Earth could eliminate its dependence on fossil fuels, addressing global climate change and providing endless resources for future generations. The medical advancements would cure diseases that had plagued humanity for centuries, saving millions of lives. The possibility of interstellar travel opened up a new frontier, allowing humanity to expand beyond the confines of Earth, exploring other planets and interacting with other alien civilizations. The knowledge exchange was not without its challenges. Some nations were cautious, fearing that the alien technology might have unintended consequences. Could humanity handle such power responsibly? Would the advanced technologies drive further divisions, with wealthier nations gaining more access to these innovations than poorer ones? These questions were hotly debated at international summits, with the future of humanity's relationship with the aliens hanging in the balance. Despite the uncertainties, the knowledge exchange represented a new chapter for humanity, one that promised to elevate the species to a new level of understanding and capability. But it also posed a profound question. Could humanity learn to use this newfound power wisely? Or would it repeat the mistakes of the civilizations the aliens had encountered before? In the final stages of their communication, the aliens revealed a darker, more sobering truth. They showed humanity a map of the universe, highlighting star systems and planets where other civilizations had once flourished, only to fall into ruin. The aliens had visited these worlds long ago, offering their advanced knowledge, just as they were offering to humanity. Yet in every case, these civilizations had failed to live up to their potential, succumbing to greed, war, and destruction. The map was dotted with the remnants of once great civilizations, abandoned cities, shattered planets, and long-dead stars. The aliens, it seemed, had been part of a cosmic peacekeeping mission, observing and assisting, yet never interfering in the natural course of a civilization's rise and fall. Their role was one of quiet observation, offering help only when a species was ready to accept it. Yet even the most advanced civilizations had faltered, destroying themselves before they could truly because they had seen the same cycle repeat across the universe. They had witnessed the rise of civilizations, their rise to great heights, and their eventual collapse. The question now was whether humanity would break this cycle. Would Earth learn from the mistakes of the past and thrive? Or would it follow the same path as the countless civilizations before it, fading into the cosmic void? The aliens made it clear that humanity's future was in its own hands. Their presence on Earth was a test, a chance to change the course of history. Whether humanity would succeed or fail, only time would tell. The future was uncertain, but one thing was clear. The lessons of the past would be humanity's guide to navigating the cosmos.